Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the rabbit. I will apologise for the late night video or early morning video, depending on your perspective. There is a lot going on at the moment and I am just catching up with everything now, so we're going to do this as quickly as we can. Let's shuffle these up and see what we've got for you rabbit people this week. Let's just give them a bit of a move around. As I say, I do this with my eyes closed, so you have to bear with me sometimes because it is a bit clumsy. Let's just stop there. I'm going to take that one from the bottom, that one from the middle, and that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, we got a white, three whites. Now, this is a good looking set of positive cards. However, as I've said before, I'll say it again, I say it in almost every video, white doesn't always mean all right. We're going to flip these cards over. We're going to see what's on the other side. The compatible ones are the ones we're looking for. They're the ones that are going to be, hey, things are great. If we're incompatible, well, they may have a story to tell. But we've got the rabbit, the white rabbit. Okay, so things are coming back around into your favor. Things seem to be looking up for you. Your luck is changing. You seem to be having quite a fortunate time of it recently, or at least you're feeling a bit more lucky, or you feel like things are slowly starting to move into a better place for you. Now that rabbit is a catalyst card. You are a catalyst person. As a rabbit, you are a catalyst person, and it's part of that catalyst triangle of the rabbit, the sheep, and the boar, which means change is coming. Now the rabbit is fast change. That card is fast change, and that is for any personality. There is no exception there, not even for the rabbit. A white rabbit for the rabbits, that's going to be a change, and it's going to happen, and it's going to be quick about it, or it has come quick, like it's come back around like so quickly, or something's been thrown at you so quickly, it was unexpected, or it was something that was anticipated but happened a lot sooner than you thought, or was a lot easier than you thought it was, something along these lines, where it's just gonna naturally happen because of something that's going on. Like I say, there's a catalyst. It may not even affect you in some ways, but it's definitely around you right now where there is change and something is happening. Now two rabbits are actually quite sort of compatible with each other, so you've got that going for yourself as well with that card. Things are going good. There's going to be benefits from this, and it will come from working peacefully with those around you. Tempers and sort of frustrations and animosities, they need to be left at the door here. Now most rabbits, you won't have that problem. You're a very peaceful type of rabbit. There will be other rabbits that are a little bit more I suppose indifferent to that, but I do feel like there is a kind of oh, I don't know what the word is, almost like a consideration to the situation. There's this sort of no need for aggression or to have your heckles up, because the situation just doesn't allow it. You know, things are looking good. Whether or not they stay that way, we don't know, but we've got that horse moving in quite quickly there. This is like a, I don't know, suppose a romantic card. It's like what I like to kind of refer to as something that's a matter of romance, or being with somebody, or got something to do with partnerships and stuff like this, and potentially something's changing where things are moving. There's things kind of the wheels are turning, the ball is rolling. For what reason though, whoever knows, it is actually moving. Now the rabbit and the horse aren't necessarily compatible, however, and I do feel that with that horse coming in, even though it is positive, that there is an up and down rocky road happening here. I think right now it is so easy for you to jump quick to temper, but you're holding back. Potentially this is kind of like a test, not for maybe, you know, other people, but mainly for yourself. Maybe you're testing yourself here a little bit, or maybe you're testing those around you, where you are losing your temper and you are annoyed and you are quite peed off, but you're trying to hide it, and you're trying to pretend like everything's okay, as if everything, yeah, or there's nothing going on at all, like kind of a masquerade or something like this. And I think you're hiding behind a mask, or you're potentially purposely putting on a mask so that the temper or your own mood can't leak out. and it's working for you, I suppose, because things are starting to move forward. Now that horse may be positive, but it doesn't mean that it's a good card for you. You're actually incompatible to a degree with that horse, but we are moving forward. Which direction are we moving forward in, though? I don't know. Potentially this is something that you're going to have to find out, where I don't know. You're going to have to trust your own judgment here, and rabbits are quite good at that, at trusting their own judgment. And I think realistically, this is this is kind of like I don't know, a challenge for you right now. It just doesn't seem realistic to you. It just seems like everything right now seems to be a charade, or some sort of like a game that's being played, or you're playing. I don't know. I mean, who knows what really is going on when it comes to these things of other people doing other things, or other people being involved, or if there is somebody there that is playing games with you or trying to manipulate a situation. But it definitely seems like your temper is building. You're getting frustrated and whatnot, and there is something that you're not necessarily talking about, and that's made you put on this mask, or this kind of, no, everything's fine, it's fine, no, everything's great, no, everything's fine, no, I'm fine, no, honestly, it's okay, everything's fine, when really you're there going, I'm just waiting, eventually I'll snap, and then we'll see, what happens then. Because depending on the situation, depends on which way this could go. We got a rooster jumping in there. See, again, it's interesting because it's a white card, but the rooster is actually the conflict of the rabbit. So this is actually a very incompatible card for you. It's the opposite of the rabbit, and we started off so well with that white rabbit. But again, white doesn't always mean all right. There's change happening. Things are moving, but where are they moving in what direction? Because it doesn't look like it's going to be in your favor, and potentially because you are going to be seen. People are going to see through the mask. People are going to see through this thing. If you're putting on a fake smile, somebody's going to eventually notice this. If you're acting up and pretending to be, I don't know, sad and crying crocodile tears, somebody is going to notice this. If you're pretending to be more pissed off or angry than you are, and you're just putting it on, somebody is going to notice this. So I'm not entirely sure what the logic is here, because you're going to get judged, and you're going to have a conflict either way here. Or you're in a conflict anyway. There seems to be some kind of conflict going on here, where your approach to things is definitely not the best approach. The way that you figured out how you're going to do this is probably not in the slightest of a good way of doing things, but you believe it is, and you trust your own judgment. And I think right now the lack of communication with other people around you has allowed you to believe that, hey, why not? Why shouldn't I do this? Why should I not be the one that gets this, or pursues this? Why not? I think right now it's a case of you lacking that communication, or trying to talk to people about how you're actually feeling. This is about I suppose you think you're being polite. Maybe you think you're being polite. Maybe this has got something to do with your own sort of decorum, and upholding etiquette, and being polite, and having manners, and not mentioning it, and just sweeping it under the rug, and, oh, I'm fine, oh, everything's fine, when really it's not, and it's eating you up a bit, and things are going a bit array. But don't worry, because there is change moving on. And I say don't worry because it could be a bad thing or a good thing. I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, who knows? But realistically, that change is inevitable. So this phase, though temporary, will push in some new territory for you that could end up being worse. But I don't think it is. I think really you're just going to end up going back to a natural state of where you began before all of this kind of sparked up, this conflict or this thing happened. I do believe this has got something to do with a relationship or something like this, where potentially you're just acting and you're making false promises, and it is for your own gains, and it is potentially to keep the peace, or it is a case of having manners and some sort of, I don't know, decorum, or whatever, or consideration to etiquette. I don't know, but it's definitely going to shift as you move forward in the week, where that rooster is coming in, and it will basically, I suppose, rub you up the wrong way. It's going to turn you off. It's going to be a real buzzkill. And when it does happen, I feel we're going to see a plummet in what happens with the rabbits next week. But we'll find out, won't we, when we come back next week, and we'll do another reading for the rabbit people on Tuesday. I'll be back tomorrow for a reading for the Dragon and the Snake. It is the Dragon and Snake day tomorrow. So if I don't see you then, I'll see you next week when we come back and do that reading for the rabbits. Thanks for watching. Love and peace.